Hello, I'm Rupert Hargreaves, the managing editor of City AM. I'm here with Robert Brown, the co-founder at MAS Markets at the Growth 500 Awards by Business Leader. Robert, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, no, thanks for having us.
So could you just give us a bit of an overview of what your business does?
Yeah, absolutely. So MAS Markets, we're an FCA-regulated broker. We provide multi-asset liquidity to professional clients. So we have a very, very simple business model. We aggregate tier one bank liquidity and we distribute that to clients. So that's kind of a summary of what we do, really.
So you give the smaller players access to what the big boys are doing, basically?
Yeah, exactly. We're kind of a middle gap between like a big, large institution and smaller professional clients. So sort of asset managers, professional traders, those that don't have access to credit intermediary, we fill that gap.
Yeah. And as a fast-growing business, fintech business in London, what are you really excited about in the London fintech scene?
Well, look, I think firstly, like we're quite privileged to actually have been listed on the as the 32nd fastest growing company in the UK. We've only been operating for about 3 years, so that's really a big testament of all the team that we've got in London, which is really focused on helping drive the vision that we've got. We've seen a gap in the market. Where we can excel. We've got really good partners behind us, has really helped us to support what we're doing. And I think the challenge really is making sure for us is finding the right people to help. But in London, there is a lot of people there. So from that perspective, I think we've seen today some of the massive unicorn businesses set up in the UK. They bring a lot of really good people to London. So from our perspective, I think it is really exciting to be a part of that. We're still really small as a business, but I think having the opportunity to be able to be part of what we're seeing is quite a good growth phase in the fintech, trading arena. Yeah. It's really good to be a part of that thing.
And the other side of the equation, what are some of the main challenges you're having to deal with today in the UK?
So look, like every small business, I think one of the biggest challenges we have is resources. Like we really want to grow quickly, we can see the opportunity, but we have to prioritize what we think is more important, time frames. So I think for us, that's probably our biggest challenge. We can see where the opportunities are, and we need to make sure internally we allocate the resources to where they need to be, based on what our client demands are, really. So I think, yeah, like every small business, that's kind of probably where we have a lot of challenges.
Yeah,
really.
and what would you like to see from some policymakers in the UK to help stimulate that growth?
Look, I tried to stay away from like the politics side, and obviously from where we are based, we can only work within the framework that's actually given to us. I think they do a good job to some extent to try and extend, opportunities to be part of, the grants. So there's lots of schemes to help small businesses. So I think they do a really good job there. Other areas, I think, it's really difficult to work out. We concentrate on what we do. Like we can't change what the policies are being made. So we just try and do what we can, and we hope that the UK government can start continuing to support businesses like us to continue to drive forward, really. So what are you most excited about in the business over the next 5 and 10 years? Yeah, so we've got massive plans. We're really excited about lots of the opportunities that are available. We look at crypto space. It lends itself very similar to what we do. The technology that we have, the proprietary technology we use, is very complementary to multi-assets. We're excited about crypto. We're excited about, continuing to grow our business. And we think, within the next, 5 to 10 years, we may not know it, but I think a lot of the activities are happening. The on-chain part of the market's going to come forward. And people are not going to be talking about, are you in crypto or are you not? It's going to be part of the overall operation. So I think I'm more excited about seeing what those opportunities bring. And hopefully in the next 5 to 10 years, we can be listed as what we see as some of these unicorns there from all the hard work that we do now.
Okay, that's great. Well, Robert, thank you very much for your time today, and congratulations on being the fast-growing.
Yeah, no, really, thank you very much
on
for your
your
time.
amazing fast growth.
Yeah, no, thank you very much.
Okay, great.
All
Thank
right,
you.
cheers.